alone in the game room with Lona Gamer Alex. Alright, so we're playing Endeavor Deep Sea again. We're on mission 6. And I really like the way that they set up mission 6. This is a continuation of mission 5, Fallen Star, where there was a terrible storm and the sea started crashing to the uncharted depths. And while I was playing that, I made a mention of, I wish that they would have asked the players to remove the sea star itself from the game, because you have to, because they didn't ask you to remove it, and then you actually, during setup for the previous mission 5, there are 2 random tiles for you to set up on the surface level, and I was able to get the sea star again. So it's like there's a second sea star in play, or arriving at the scene. So I wish that they, for that mission, that they would actually even ask for the sea star to be removed completely from the game, because they ask you to remove Depth 4 and Depth 5 out of the game, but they didn't ask for the sea star itself to be removed. So even if you don't get the sea star at the beginning when you're setting up the game, you could have actually gotten the sea star, like a second sea star arriving at the scene, later on as you're playing the game. But mission 6, they actually ask you to place the sea star surface tile into Depth 5. So I guess to simulate the sea star actually crashing into the uncharted depths. So that's kind of cool. But I altered the way that it's done, just so that it's so we still get an element of surprise, because they want you to place the sea star. Let me just read the setup here. This is okay, so the mission is a star search. So we're searching for that sea star. The storm has abated and deep sea search and rescue equipment is on the scene. You've narrowed the search area down to this region, and now the race to find the wreckage and any survivors is on. I don't know how you can get any survivors. Well, I guess the sea star is probably like very advanced vessel, apparently. So this mission has 5 columns. I already set it up here. We have the atoll, remote anchorage, comseas, and ledge elevator, resupply modules, and shipwreck as shown. So we have 2 missing columns here, and this goes into as deep as the Depth 5. In a 1 to 2 player game, shuffle the fallen star into the top 4 boards of Depth 5 stack. And I already did that. And what I did differently though than I added another step. I shuffle the sea star into the top 4 boards as instructed without looking at it, and then I grab one from the bottom and place it on top. And the reason why I did that is because if you're shuffling that sea star, because it has like the backing is different, as you can see, like the backing for each depth is actually different color. So if the sea star is going to be the first one that you're gonna find actually in Depth 5, you'll be able to see it. So by moving the one from the bottom, the very bottom of the stack, into the top, so now you have an element of surprise. So I don't know if I get to Depth 5, if the first one I'm gonna pull is going to be the sea star. So when it's time for me to do a sonar scan for Depth 5, I will then remove the top one back to the bottom. So in case the sea star just happens to be that top one, then we'll still be surprised that it's the top one. So just to add that in there. I mean, it didn't change anything fundamentally except for the surprise element because I know that they want, because if they want to just place it like in the second, third, and the fourth, then we know that the first one will never be the sea star. So I know what they're trying to do, but they should have added that the instruction to add one, the bottom tile to move it to the top so that you have the surprise element. Okay, let me see here. In turn order, each player chooses a def 1 zone as their launch zone. So we're going to do that now. This mission actually also has a really interesting, what are these called? I haven't played this game in a while. Impact board, where it's like a pachinko. So you only have an impact. Once you have an impact token, gaining another impact token does not let you place a new one onto the board. Instead, moving an existing impact token of yours into an adjacent empty hex. You may not move any scoring hexes until the fallen star zone has been discovered. So so basically, they have scoring portion of this impact board, like at the bottom, but you can't even slot them into those spaces until you have discovered the fallen star. And like I said, the way that this works actually for this is it's like you move it every time you get an impact instruction or an additional impact token. You're not getting an impact token, you're just moving it down. You may start a new one only if all your existing ones have no legal hex to move to. So or at the deepest empty scoring hex of their column. Okay. Now, when you discover a zone, place. Okay, and then this one, there's an interesting mission here with the total zones also, but we'll get to that in a minute. The part that I'm not sure about is like if you haven't discovered the sea star. Well, I guess that would be at the bottom. Okay, so that explains it. Well, no, not really, because if you let's say that we haven't discovered the sea star, right? So you move the impact token like a pachinko, keeps going down. So once it gets to this here, and then let's say that we still haven't found the sea star, and then we have another one coming in. Now the next time we're supposed to add one, we're not adding, we're moving instead. So then would I be able to move this into a scoring? I guess I should be able to, right? But then, because they didn't mention that. It's like once, if you haven't found the sea star and you're at the bottom, can that still be moved? But I guess maybe I've answered my own question, because since they didn't address it, I guess you can't move it, because it says you may not move into any scoring hexes until this fallen star has been discovered. So because this is still not the deepest, this would be the deepest. So if you already have one here, instead of moving that one down, then you can just bump it up. Bump it down. Or push it down. Okay, you need to get 15 plus for the impact board for you to be able to accomplish that goal in this mission. And then the first goal here is investigate the ocean. So we need to have one per zone at depth 2, 3, and 4, where you have at least one disc. So so we have to spread it around in this mission. And then the second goal is very interesting. You have to have total zone, and this is going to be hard. You have to have, for a single player game, 17 total tiles reveal. So you have 6 already, so you need 11 to be revealed. So I don't think I've ever revealed like 11 tiles in the past. All those the first 5 missions, I don't think I've ever revealed that many freaking tiles. So that's going to be interesting. At first I was reading that, I was like, because the way it works in multiplayer, I believe, is no, PvP is you get yeah, I was a little bit confused when I first saw that. I was like 17, I have to reveal 17 tiles, because there's this rule here: when you discover a zone, place an impact token covering its discovery bonus, so that you know that you're the one who you're the one who discovered that particular tile. And I was like, you need 17, so that's almost like I have to reveal like the remainder of this, but it's actually counting the zones that you already have on the board. So the 6 is already counting towards the 17 because it's a total number of zones available at the end of the game. And then goal 3 is of course find the fallen star. So 1 per disc in the site type conservation or journal indicated below by the fallen star discoverer. So they want you, when you discover the fallen star, place an impact token in the slot here. Okay, they want you to discover the fallen star by round 5 for you to accomplish this. By round 5, you know, the first 3 rounds, like, they go by like real in the blink of an eye. So by round 5 they want you to be able to discover. This is like definitely luck dependent, because you know, you shuffle the fallen star into like depth 5, like the top 4 boards of depth 5. So what happens if it's the 4th one? So it's yeah, that one is like, I don't know what they were thinking with that mission. Because one, you have to be able to get to the lower depths. Well, I guess it's just about revealing it. But for you to reveal the lower depths, you still need to at least get to depth 2. So we need to make sure that we increase ingenuity like as quickly as possible. So that's so I guess maybe like what we should do is select this as our starting zone, so we can get the remote anchorage, so that we can get 1 ingenuity at the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna select that then. Okay, and then we have to make sure that we hire someone with ingenuity. There's none. There's nobody you can hire with ingenuity. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. I mean, we can hire a pilot, and then we can have. The problem with that is then we're not revealing anything. Yeah, this mission, I can say right now, it's quite difficult. Because there's a timeline. You have to be able to find the sea stars in 5 rounds for 1 to 2 player, and for 3 to 5 with 3 to 5 players, you have to be able to do it in 4 rounds. I can see where that might be possible, but well, then again, you know, I always say that it's difficult at the beginning of the game until I started playing it, and then it, you know, I mean, the path towards victory is revealed as you continue playing the game. So we'll see. But this is going to be challenging for sure. So, and we can't stay in just one zone. That's the other part, because we need to be able to have 1 disc per scattered throughout zone 2, 3, and 4. But at least we only have to have 8 of those. So they can be anything, though. They don't have to be sonar. So it's not limited to sonar, but we have to do a lot of sonar because we're trying to find the sea star. So yeah, this is challenging. Okay, I think we have everything set up. I already set up a new fresh anchor journals here. I'm not sure if I was able to get to level 5 last time, but I did reshuffle the level 5 specialist here. Okay, so let us begin. We're trying to get perhaps no, I want to be able to get see, the problem with this is already how do you tackle the first round? I think it's very important. I think we really do need to get going with ingenuity. That's the only way, I think. Even though we're not going to be able to do any sonar, at least we're going to be able to go to depth 2. I think that's the key for us to be able to get to depth 2 in round 2. So I'm going to go with that strategy. So I'm gonna get a pilot, okay? And the reason why that is that I can move twice. So I'm gonna move away from this tile. We're probably gonna go. We'll get a research point, and then we're gonna move back to remote anchorage so we can get the second second vessel. Okay, so I'm gonna hire a pilot, and with the pilot I get an impact token, and then we're going to place it. There are 4 areas here. Oh, and then yeah, I mean, and they're giving you an activation disk with this. So I'm going to place it. Well, that doesn't really matter, I suppose. And it says adjacent empty hex, so you can actually just keep moving it. It'll let you place a new one. So move into an adjacent empty hex. You may not move into a scoring hex. So you can actually just use one and just move it around. Just move it around here. Seems like. I mean, it didn't tell you that you can only move downwards, which I find pretty interesting, because they didn't say that you can move only downward diagonally or vertically. They didn't specify that, so you can kind of just play around here, but I think you want to be able to get to the lower, so you can get another one of these up here. Okay, so we're going to place it here. No, we'll place it here. Where should we place it? I want to be able to get... Now, what is that icon? Let me just check here. What is that? There's this multicolor icon, lowest attribute marker. Oh, advance your lowest attribute marker up by 1. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna place this like right here. Okay. So we get 1 activation disk. I only get 1, so we get another one, and then I get to return 1. So we have 3. That's interesting. We're gonna use 2 of them. Okay. Oh, let's reveal the bonus goal. I totally forgot about that. First bonus goal is coordination and ingenuity. This is not too bad. We're working on ingenuity anyway, so I'll place it here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move stuff around here because it's gonna be like 3 more levels down this way. So I don't know how we can fit it onto this table. We'll do our best. Okay. So I'm gonna use the pilot. Which way should we go? Maybe, I guess we're gonna do a lot of sonar these like next couple of rounds, so maybe go that way so we can get coordination. So he's gonna move the vessel here to get coordination. Okay. up by 1, and then the team leader is going to move it back to remote anchorage so we can get ingenuity, and with that we get another vessel. And yeah, we'll place the vessel here so we can get another coordination. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Okay, so second round, let's see what the bonus goal is. Fully complete the zones. Okay, yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, this is extremely difficult to do when we have to spread around anyway to get investigate the ocean. So this is like nearly impossible to do because and you need to complete 4 zones unless we get lucky and some of the zones that we the tiles that we get to reveal are gonna be like super easy to. I hate saying super anything. Really easy to complete all the tasks on the tiles. So I mean, it's still possible, but it's just extremely difficult. Okay, so now I'm going to recruit a sonar operator, so we get 1 coordination. Isn't even willing to work with me. 1 coordination. Place it down here. I get 1 activation token. I get 2 activation tokens back. Alright, so now it is round 2. Now we can go to depth 2. Okay. So let's start revealing. Let's go this way because this is the best place for us to go because it has 3+ here. If we go over here, we can't even get to that until we complete the first one here, which gives us ingenuity and research point. But we want to be able to start doing sonar readings immediately. So I'm going to use the pilot to move this vessel to resupply modules, and we get 1 more activation token, activation disk. And then now I'm going to use the sonar operator to do a sonar reading. We're going to do this one. So that's depth 3+. We can even do this one first because we need level 3 to be revealed anyway. And yeah, let's do that one because then we can do this one. The only problem with this is, yeah, this is really mean. The way that they set this up is really mean because if you move the vessels, your vessels like right here, like the first one, the first sonar action that you do on each of these other ones will get you stats instead of being able to reveal tiles. So seemingly this is the best place for you to go. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use this. We're going to take that slot instead of this one because that way when we next round we can use this one, we get another activation disk. So we're going to do a sonar for level 3. Okay. So we're going to, it says 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to choose both. I'm going to choose 2 level 3 or depth 3 tiles. First one is the vortex. Okay. And then the second one is cold water reef. Okay, let's weigh our options here. Now the vortex, let me just check the special rule for that tile. When you sonar in this spot, you may place a depth 3 zone even if there isn't a depth 2 zone above it. That's pretty cool. When you travel away from this zone, consider your technology level to be one higher. That's also pretty cool. That's going to help us in case, just in case that we don't have, well, we only have to worry about being able to get to level 4. Because with the fallen star, we don't even have to be, we don't have to visit the site. We just need to discover the fallen star. And our focus is to be able to drop the activation disk all over row 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we need 8 of those. And then to reveal as many tiles as possible. Okay. I think the problem with that is, well, no, it's not really a problem. I mean, I think that's a good option. I think this is what we're gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the vortex. So let me do that. We're gonna select the vortex. I'm gonna put this back at the bottom of the stack. Then we're gonna place it here. Okay. And then now, we can move, we can use the team leader to move that. Let me think about this. We can sonar as the team leader. I mean, we need to reveal as many tiles as possible anyway, right? I mean, I guess my options here is I can move here and get another activation token. I can move here and get an ingenuity stat. But I think it's more important for us to do a sonar reading. That way we can get the total of 17 revealed at the end of the game. So I think that's where I'm gonna go. So we can actually, yeah, I don't even have to do it over here. I'll do it over here so we can get that activation. We need to be able to get to the sea star as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna select this instead. I'm gonna select this one, 3+. So we're gonna, now I'm gonna reveal number 4. Okay. But I guess at this point we can say, do I want to reveal more of number 3? Because it doesn't really matter, because we have access to, once we reveal 4, then we will have access to 5, and that way we can get to the sea star before a fallen star. What's it called? The fallen star, is that the name? Yeah, fallen star. Okay. So I mean, we're definitely going to select. Let me think about this. It's 3+. You know what? Maybe one def 3 and one def 4, but then let's do 2 def 4s. I think that's better. Okay. Yeah, it's 3+. And I get the link bonus there, Nights into Dreams link bonus. So we get an activation disc. And then let's see. First one is the Sponge Garden. Okay, you get 2 research points with this one. And then the next one is the Brine Pool. You know, the brine pool is easy to complete. You just need to dive 4 times. I think we might select the brine pool. Let's go with the brine pool. Okay. So it's gonna be like right here. See, this game requires like a lot of space. I need a bigger table. Okay. Well, we'll just put it here for now, I guess. There we go. And then we need 4 die tokens there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I forgot to get the bonus. See, this is important. Yeah, because I haven't played the game in a while. I totally forgot. You also get the discovery bonus. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that here. So 1, 2. And then with this one, the discovery bonus is 1 reputation. And what is that? Inspiration. 1 inspiration, 1 ingenuity, and 1 research point. Okay. Always remember to do that. And then it looks like every time you dive here, you get an impact token, which is good. So we definitely want to go there and dive. Was it called the brine pool? Yeah, when you claim a token from the site, you gain 1 impact. Okay. So that's round 3. Round 2. Let's reveal the bonus goal for round 3, and it is scholarly. So this is an easy one to get, but since we're gonna be doing a lot of dive, yeah, I mean, not good for this mission because we want to drop. Yeah, I already did the wrong thing here by focusing on that tile, but maybe not. Maybe we still have time because we try to get as quickly as possible to drop activation disc on different tiles, But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully everything's gonna work out still. Okay, so that's scholarly. It doesn't gel well with this mission. We're going to do our best. I can only still recruit up to level only a specialist level 1. So I think the best person for us to I think we need another sonar operator though, because we need to just keep revealing tiles, but we don't even have a lot of tiles. I mean activation disc. Let me think about this. We have the team leader that can still do sonar readings. Let me think about this. Maybe we need a another pilot. That way we can move this. Yeah, if we get another pilot, you know what? Let me do that. I'm gonna get another pilot. If we get another pilot, this is hard because I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get inspiration so that I can get 2 activation tokens disc when we get to the next step. Is it worth it for us to be stuck with another pilot? That's the quest. That's really the real question here. Let me think about this. Okay, so if I do this, I get that, and I get 2. That's 3, 4, 5, and I can do sonar reading twice. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna select the pilot, so I get 1 activation. Not activation. Impact. Impact token. I'll put it down here. And remember that we don't get any new one. Instead, we can move this around. So I'm going to move this one down here. And that way I get 1 inspiration. Okay, and then now I get two activation disk. And I get two back. So I'm going to take it from the team leader and the sonar operator. And okay, so we only have 2 more rounds to be able to complete Find the Fallen Star. It's tight. It's really, really tight. If it's not in the next 2 sonar reading, I guess it could be next 4 because we're in round 4. We have one more round, so it's possible, but it's just really tight. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use this pilot to move this down here, and then we get 1 reputation, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a sonar there using. This is tricky because I want to be able to. Yeah, I can't. Here's the problem with this. If I move down here, so I should move down here after I do a reading up here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're gonna do the sonar here real quick. 3+, so I can reveal 2 for level 5. And remember that because of the way I set up the game, I added, I placed the very bottom of stack for depth 5 to the top of the stack, so that I'm not spoiled whether or not the C star is going to be on the first, the top of the stack, because the way that you shuffle the C star into the stack, you have to shuffle it into the top 4 tiles. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get to the depth 5 here. I'm gonna move this down, and then I'm gonna reveal the first 2. Yeah, see, the C star is already revealed, so this is good. So we completed that that mission, that goal. So let me just grab a different color here. So we're gonna. Oh wow. We're out of space. It's so crazy. I just have to be very careful when I move this, I guess. So we'll place it here. Okay. So we were able to reveal the C star. Okay, and then the next one is a fallen star. Hold on. Okay, so there's actually a tile called the fallen star. So I didn't read this right the way I set it up. So it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna put this back. I'll shuffle it into the surface. So there is actually a tile called the fallen star. I thought that you used the C star and put it at the bottom. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Okay, now it makes sense. So I don't have to add that extra step. Okay. So it would be the fallen star, and that's pretty cool actually. So we'll reveal the last 2, because this one's gonna go back into the stack, the abyssal plane. So I didn't even know. I thought when they said that it's a fallen star, it's the C star. See, I mean, that's why I'm also still kind of confused why they don't want you to remove the C star from this mission or the mission before, this one, mission 5. I think it would have been cool if they say put aside the C star, because you can technically still get the C star from the stack. You know, so there's another sea star. So I mean, realistically, of course, there are multiple sea stars, but I think it would have been more thematic that you only have that one sea star, and then something happened to it, and then now it's at the bottom of the sea. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, it still worked out. But I didn't know that there was because when they said that shuffle the fallen, it says shuffle the fallen star. When I saw it, I was like, okay, so they're referring to the sea star as a fallen star because it's okay. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny because let me just do this real quick. It's down here. Because of the way that they call the mission 5 fallen star, and then they talk about the sea star. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. Anyway, we got that resolved now, so I'm glad that this got by sheer luck this was just happened to be at the top there. Okay, so we've discovered the fallen star, which is the sea star that's that crashed into the ocean, got lost into the depths of the sea. So when we reveal this, when we discover this, we get one. What is this? A reputation, one ingenuity, one impact token. So I can move it downward, so I can move it anywhere I like. So maybe we should move it up here. See, but the problem with that is if we keep moving it around up here, though, we're not going to get another one down here to be able to get to. I think we need to start going downwards, but the real problem with that is, see, if I go up this way, I get another vessel, which is important, of course. And if I get another vessel, then I get to reclaim 3. I think we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna go up here, so I get one more ingenuity. So I get my 3rd vessel, and we're going to place that. Where should we place it? Let's get is that coordination? Yeah, let's get coordination. So we're parking both vessels over there. So oh yeah, because that's what I want to do anyway, get 3 back. Okay, that's good. And I get 4 dive tokens here. All right, and then now we're gonna move the one of these vessels. I think we should move, let's see, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Okay, we're gonna move here so we can get reputation. So I'm gonna move this over there. 1 2 3. We get 1 reputation, so now we can recruit level 2 specialist. And then here we're going to use the team leader. So this is as we planned earlier to reveal another tile. And when we reveal tiles here for level 3, we can actually place them here without having the surface, the upper levels reveal. Do I even want that, or do I want stats though? Let's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I need more tiles. I can just keep let's try and finish this one though. But I need to spread it around, right? Because I need to have 8 tokens spread around rows 2 3 and 4. Okay, we'll do this one. So we'll do level 3 or depth 3. So we got Rift Valley. That's pretty cool. And then we also got Jellyfish Bloom. None of these are easy to complete though. So I think I'm gonna select the Rift Valley, and we're gonna place that. You know what? Let's. We wanna. No, let's place it down over here. No, I need to be able to move this way, huh? So maybe place it here for now. Okay. Let's place it here so that maybe I can move like this, you know, once this is revealed. And you can only do this like here at the vortex. If you reveal depth 3, you can place it without having the top two tiles being revealed first. Only when you do it, you do a sonar reading for depth 3 here at the vortex. Okay, so the discovery bonus is 1 coordination and 1 ingenuity. Okay. All right, so that's round 3. We did manage to complete mission goal 3 actually, so now we can focus on the other goals. We don't have to worry about looking for the fallen star, the sea star. I was like, why do they want us to add this at the bottom when they have like a different backing color and everything else? I was like, they just don't care. Well, the reason why I even came to that conclusion was the fact that they didn't want you to remove the sea star from the game when you were doing mission for mission 5. You know, when that's supposed to be the same sea star, but you know, they have multiple sea stars apparently out on the sea. Okay, so we're at round 4. Let's look at the first setback, and it is funding shortage. So reduce your lowest attribute by 2, and we're not going to do that. So instead, we're going to flip its senior specialist to its junior side. We don't have that though, so we have to do reduce our lowest attribute by 2, because do not gain immediate bonus if there was a return to supply. Yeah, and then when it says choose, you have to choose one. If you can't take care of this, flip a senior specialist, you have to select the other one, right? I mean, that's the other part I think that I was confused about. This happened, like, I think during the first time I played the game. Because it says each player chooses one. So what happens if you choose one that's not going to have any impact on you? Like, for example, flip a senior specialist to its junior side. If you don't have a senior specialist, and you said, I choose that one, but you don't have a senior specialist, does that mean that you don't have to reduce your lowest attribute by 2? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Because you get to choose one or the other. And since it's supposed to be a setback, it's, you know, it's supposed to hurt you, you know. Did they actually address this? I think I did the same thing though. I mean, I think I looked, and I don't think they mentioned anything about, like, if they ask you to choose, can you choose one that's not going to have any impact versus one that's going to have an impact on you, and you can choose one or the other? You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't make any sense. No, they didn't really. Follow its instructions, then discard it. So we're just gonna say that if you don't have a senior specialist, you have to then pick lowest attribute. If both of them, well, this doesn't happen until you start having. Okay, reduce your lowest attribute by 2. If one just happened to be at 1, I think, yeah, I mean, just if that happens, then you're safe. But in this case, which one am I willing to let go? The ability to get, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna reduce reputation by 2. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, yeah, that's awful. But anyway, I think we're gonna get another sonar. No, let's get a diver this time. We get a diver. We get a diver, and so we get 1 reputation back. Put it down here, and then now I get 2 activation disc. I can get 3 back. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Whew. Okay, so I only have 5 activation disc. Yeah, this is hard. I think we should dive. Okay, we should dive to depth 4 at least and try and get this done. Well, if I yeah, let's dive. Is this the only tile that I can fully complete? It looks like it. This one too, so that's just 2. 2 tiles that I can fully complete. Maybe that one. 3. I only have what? 4 more, 3 more rounds left. And I only have 2 tiles with, and they don't count the ship this time. They don't count the vessel, so you need to have 8 spread around rows 2 through 4. So so what I should definitely do is move that way so I can take care of that. I think that's probably the best thing to do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to reveal 7 more tiles to be placed on the board here. Crazy. And I need to be able to get this way too. Okay. You know what? Let's start revealing the tiles up there. So I'm going to use the sonar operator to go ahead and reveal tile 1 and 2. No, because you can't place the 2 here because it needs tile 1 to be at the top. So we get the kelp forest and the sea star. See, this is the other sea star. That sea star shouldn't be here because it's supposed to be down there. So you have the kelp forest. Anything with dive, I think, would be bad, but they both have dive. So yeah, there's no way we can do the completionist. So you know what? If you discover the sea star, you get 2 activation tokens. So I'm going to go ahead. I mean disc. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. I will place this here. And the reason why I want to place it there is so that if I get another one here, I can go this way. Yeah. So as long as I can get to that column. So you get 2 activation discs for discovering that. It'll give us the ability to do more things. And then there's 4 dive tokens there. We're almost out of dive tokens here. Um, yeah, I guess if we're out of dive tokens and we have a lot of tiles that need dive tokens, I guess we have to wait until we might have to borrow dive tokens. Okay. Let's see. We need to keep revealing more. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna use a team leader now. We use the team leader to reveal more tiles. So it's that one. So we'll reveal 2 and 1. No, did I say 2? Yeah, 2 and 1. Okay. So this is 1 and then 2. Alright, so for number 2 we got Will Calving grounds. Yeah, this is too much going on. I love that tile though. And then the other one is the Dying Reef. They both are horrible actually when it comes to the completionist Thorough mission. There's no way we can complete that at this point. Let's see. This one gives me 1 reputation, 1 coordination. This one gives me 1 reputation, 1. I think we have enough activation disc right now. I might go with this one. Let me see though. Yeah. You know what? Let's try and get the activation disc. I'll select the Dying Reef. So this goes back to Def 2. And then 1 reputation, so I can now recruit level 2, and we're gonna place this here. All right. Yeah, this looks weird because of the vortex ability to for you to be able to place a Def 3 tile there. Okay. Now we're gonna dive. So we're gonna dive here and see if we can complete this one. Here we get 1 activation disc or 3 research points. Let's do research points. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, because we also have scholarly anyway. Okay. Okay. Anyone else can do? Okay, we can also move. Let's see, where can we go that's most beneficial right now? We have to keep moving coordination. So maybe I have to we have to move here, I think. God damn, I only have what, three more rounds. Okay, shit. Let's we need to be able to get down here too. You know what? Making all these weird noises because it's like, how can I do this? The reason why I like the idea of going this way is so that I can at least maybe see if I can get this done, the impact board. Because that's 6 points. Oh, but I need to have 1, 2, 6, 6, 4, 6. That's still a lot. But it might be possible for us to do that. So you know what? I'm gonna move. Let's move. God damn it! This is so hard. Let's move this down here. 1, 2. So you get 1 inspiration. Okay, that's done. Let's look at. Let's see. Let's get this game complete as quickly as possible because I'm getting disheartened. Government intervention. That's just great. All players return 1 Def 1 or Def 2 zone of their choice to their supply. Okay, it's not the worst thing that could happen to us though. So we'll just move this one. Okay. And then I get to recruit up to level 2, and if I recruit the marine engineer, I get to move this up by 2. But is that what I really want? I think I want the navigator. That way, because the navigator can move or do a sonar, and then when promoted, can do both sonar and dive. So you know what? I'll select the navigator, and I get 1 inspiration. And the cool thing about that is now I get 3 activation tokens. 1, 2, 3. I get 3 back. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Wow. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and dive here, the brine pool. That way I can get my impact tokens. So I'm gonna activate the reef diver to go ahead and dive, and we get 1. We get 3 research points, or we can dive again. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive again. So let's see if we can get this done. And it is 4 research points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And oh, and then remember, every time you dive here, you get 1 impact token. So I got 2. So 1, well, we get 1 inspiration, and then 2, we get 1 research point. Okay. And I think, well, let's just one at a time here. Let's go ahead and do a sonar reading. The only problem with this is it's not spread enough. I need to be able to, right now I only have 2 tiles, and I need to be able to do 8 tiles, 8 tokens and 8 different tiles. So I'm gonna have to use my captain here, my team leader, to move. So I'm gonna move this. Or I can move that one actually. Let's move. Problem with moving that one is it doesn't. Okay, let's move this one here, and I get 1 navigation coordination, and then I'm gonna use my sonar operator here to do a sonar reading, and I can reveal depth 2 and 3. So I'm gonna select depth. Let's select depth 3. 2 depth 3s. So we can have this one with this one. Okay. Let's do that. Well, even depth 2 actually is okay, right? No, it doesn't. Well, would it be? I guess I don't have enough experience to know if depth 3 tiles are better than depth 2 tiles when it comes to being able to complete them. I would just assume what seems like this one is the easiest so far. So maybe the lower the depths, the easier for us to complete the. maybe not. You know, what was it? 2 and 3. I'll reveal 1 from level 2 and 1 from level 3, and then we'll just check to see which one we like better. Okay, so for level 2, we got the sea turtle migration. So we just have to do 2 conservation efforts there to be able to complete that tile. And we have carbonate spires. Okay, yeah, this is a harder one. I think we're gonna select that one. But if I select this one, I get 2 reputation though, and so I can get level 3 specialist. Because I have the ROV operator who can move and dive, or the field researcher who can sonar and journal. Because we might be able to promote someone to be able to do something better for us, like promote the navigator. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with the carbonate spires then. I think, yeah, let's do that. So this is a level 3, so we'll place it over here. And this is level 2, goes back here. All right. The navigator. How many tiles do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 4 more. How crazy is that? They really want 17 total zones reveal on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Jesus. So I need to definitely use the navigator here to reveal more. I can't do it here because that's just going to give me stats. If I move, then I can't reveal anything, so I have to select this one. 1 to 2. So all the surface levels have already been revealed, so this is out of play. So we're going to do level 2 tiles. So we have the sunken ruins. I think this is the one that we want because there are only 2 things you have to do there. 2 sonar readings, and then we also have the dolphin pods. This is more complicated, so I'll select sunken ruins, and we're gonna place that here. Okay, and then I get 1 ingenuity and 1 reputation. Didn't I? Oh, and I forgot to get the 2 reputations there from earlier. 1, 2. Okay. Always remember to when you selected the tile, get the bonuses immediately. So. Okay. So I might have actually forgotten to get some of these bonuses. Yeah, like this one, Sunken Ruins. Did I even get those bonuses? Oh, God. Let me see. I have to go check then. Yeah, see, I mean, this. You have to remember these things. Okay, so immediately, I didn't get the +1 activation disc there. I only moved up my reputation up. I'm reviewing the footage that I have right now to just make sure that I get all the bonuses I'm supposed to get. So, and I made a mistake because I really did do that. I took the I did actually get the activation disc before I said, okay, yeah, let's select that one. But I grabbed the activation disc before I selected it. So, but yeah, I'm reviewing my footage slowly but surely here. Oops. Okay, I think yeah, we're good. I actually did remember to add all of the bonuses, so we're good. We're good. Okay, so we're up to date. All good. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna use the navigator to move somebody, to move a ship, right? Is that what I, or did I? Oh no, I was gonna. We did that. Oh, we did this, and we revealed that one, right? Okay. Was it? No, I forgot. No, this is the one that we picked, the sunken ruins. Yeah, because now I have to add four. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're good. We're up to date. Okay. So that's round 5. So let's go to round 6. The next setback is exhaustion. Each player returns one activation disc of their own from a reservation site of their choice to their staging area. We don't have that, so this is one that we don't have to worry about. Okay. Okay, now I get to recruit up to level 3, and we're going to recruit the ROV operator because she can move and dive. We don't get any bonuses though, but that's okay. We get 4 activation disc, and then we get 3 back. So I'm going to select the team leader, of course. We need to still reveal more, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we need 3 more. So I get also get the sonar operator, 1 more. The navigator. Okay. Jeez. Whew. Okay. Let's see, what are we going to do? Should I just we still can't do level 5, but I should have, when I was here, I should have moved all the way down here, because remember with the vortex you can, when you move, you get to add a +1 to your movement. Oh no, but that doesn't even count towards investigate the ocean. Let's use the ROV operator then. She can move and she can dive. No, wait. Let's where are we gonna move to? If we move over here, we can get an activation disc. We need one with oh, shit. Okay, that's what we're gonna do here. One, two, three. I need 5 more. Well, let's do this then. I'm gonna move this down here and get 1 research and then 1 activation. Remember activation. We're gonna just use the ROV operator for that. So she moved that down once, and then she's gonna dive here. So let's take care one at a time though. Okay, so we activate the ROV operator. She's gonna move that vessel down this way. We get 1 ingenuity, which means that we get 1 impact disc, and we're gonna move that down this way, so we get 1 more research point. And then we're going to go ahead and dive, because she can move a vessel and then dive. And we get 3 research point or dive or move a vessel. I think we're going to move a vessel. So, and then we get 1 impact token for diving here. So we're going to move that this way. Now the lowest level stat gets a bump up, so that's between this and this. I'll just select inspiration. No, we have a lot of we have a lot of those now, the activation tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and move reputation. And with this, I'm going to select movement. So we're going to move a ship, or hold on to that for now. Okay, we're going to hold on to that for now, because first we're going to do a sonar activity there, so that way we can drop an activation token there, disk. I'm going to use a sonar operator to go ahead and do a sonar reading here. Let's see, do we want sonar, or do we want, let's hold on that, or do we want journal? Because we just need to drop 1. If we do journal, let me see, we can get that one, or this one. We can move up our coordination. Oh, that'll be great. I also like understanding oceanic shifts. Let's do this one. Okay, that way I can promote someone, and we wanted to promote that one who can do 2 things at once. So I'm going to use the team leader to go ahead and do a journal research there to be able to do this understanding oceanic shifts journal research. So we get 1 coordination, and then we get to promote 1 person, and that person we're going to promote is going to be the let's just do it this way. I'm gonna put this back here, okay, and then put this back here, because we need all the help that we can. That's because I want to promote. Remember, before you promote someone, you got to strategize. Like, I want to promote this person because then she can sonar and dive. But before we promote her, make sure we use her. That way we get that token back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use her to do a sonar. The problem with that is... Ay. Maybe we can promote somebody else. Let me see. Maybe we can promote somebody else. Who else would be a good one to promote? No one, really. We can promote the ROV operator, and then she can... Well, she's already doing good. She can move and dive. I like that. So the navigator is the only one. Okay, I'm going to use the navigator to move a vessel. And we're going to move this vessel. Let's move this one. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll move the vessel here. We get 1 activation disk. And then we're going to go ahead and do that journaling. Oh, shit. I think that's supposed to be over there. Let me... Let's double check real quick. Yeah, see, this is supposed to be over here. Yeah, we got to be very careful when you have limited space, because this could have been done. This could have been done better, but I guess this is the cheapest way to do it. You know, where you have a slot that goes in. They have like a little notch, like at the bottom and the top, so that it doesn't move into the next area, but it doesn't really hold the cube. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do the journaling here. We're gonna get that one that we talked about earlier, and we're going to move that up just navigation, and we're gonna promote the navigator, so now she can sonar and dive. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have a sonar here, so let's do that now. That way we can reveal more tiles. We can reveal tile 2 to 3. And then what is this? Oh, if this is completed, we can... What is that? Sunken ruins. What's the special rule for sunken ruins? When the dive site in this zone is empty, every player with at least one vessel in this zone may take one travel action away from this zone. Okay, that's cool. 2 to 3, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal tile 3. 1, 2, and 1, 3, I guess. That's fine. For tile depth 2, we have the looking glass. And then for depth 3, we got thermal vents. Thermal vents get a science, ingenuity. The other one gets his activation token plus stat bump. I think we're going to go with the stat bump and the activation token. So this one goes back to the bottom. So that's depth 2, so that's going to go over here. Let's get the activation disk. And then we can move bump one stat up. So I'm going to move coordination up. And then 1 science, 1 research point. I'm going to place this here. Okay, how many tiles now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 2 more tiles, and then we can get the second one gold completed. Okay. And we can do 1 more sonar. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. So depth 3 now. Depth 2 is all done. So we have Coldwater Reef, and that will get us 2 inspiration, or we can do, oh, that light is almost dead. Oh, Deep Water Shark, that's my favorite. Favorite tile in the whole game is the Deep Water Shark because it's so scary. Okay, before I choose, let me just take care of this real quick. This light is almost out of juice. Eesh. Where is my extra battery? It's in this closet, isn't it? No, it's right here. I just need a USB-C. I think that should be okay. Hopefully. All right. I think I'm going to select the deep water shark. Yeah, 1 ingenuity, 1 what is that? Inspiration. I'll place it here. And then my last 5 dive tokens. Okay, one more round. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So one more tile. And then after that we'll move around, spread that around so we can get this one. Well, 8 tokens, activation disc, 8 separate tiles. Okay, the last setback for us is tsunami. So all players move all their vehicles to zones to the left as far as they can go. So let's see where that takes us. So 1, 2, this is already there. This is the max. Okay. All right, not bad. It helps us actually here. Let me see. So I can recruit a level 3. I think I'm gonna go ahead and recruit another ROV operator, because that way I can move and dive. That might not be that helpful though. I just need to be able to move, because diving doesn't leave tokens. That's the problem with diving. Maybe we need this marine biologist. Let's just do this marine biologist. That way we can do conservation. Or potentially journaling. So that's the last recruit for us. We get 2 inspiration. So now I get 4 activation tokens for this last round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh, and I forgot that I can move one more time. I forgot that we have this here. Let's remember to use this for the last round. I should have done it last round, but it's okay. And then I get 4 back. Yeah, because if I did that, I would have been able to get 5 back. But I'm not going to cheat at this point, because that takes a lot. We already did a lot. So we're going to take the team leader, 1, 2, because you can do 2 things, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. No, we can only get 4. This is good. These 4 is fine, because we have a lot here. We can promote those so we can reactivate them. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more tiles to with activation disk. And then I need 1 more tile to be revealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So first things first, we should move. So I'm going to use the ROV operator here to move and then dive, or dive and then move. So I'm going to go ahead and dive here. If we dive here, remember we get the activation token. I might have missed 1 activation token movement. Yeah, right here, right? And I didn't do anything. Let me double check, because I think when I hit this, I didn't do anything. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, I did everything fine, so it's where it's supposed to be. So so I'm going to go ahead and reveal this. I can either get 1 impact token or 3 research points. So I'm going to select the impact token, but I also get impact token for diving here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to move this here so I get 6 points. And then for the next one, we'll drop it off here. And we get 1 activation disc. Okay, and then she gets to move. So we're going to move. Where should we move? We can do level 5. But level 5 doesn't count towards anything, so we should move. We should move over here, so that way we can leave an activation token there. So we can move here, or we can move here. I think over here is better because we have journaling also. So let me go over there instead. So 1, 2, 3. And then I get 1 research point. Let's do journaling while we're there. That way we can promote someone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 3 more. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Let's, instead of journaling first, let's do a sonar. Why did I grab 2 of these? Why did I, no, it's these I suppose I'm supposed to grab. Okay, let's do a sonar reading first. We're gonna use this one, 3+. So we're gonna get 1 def 3 for here, and then 1 def 4. For def 4, I got bioluminescent fauna. This is pretty good stats wise. The stat bumps is pretty good. And you even get an impact token. And then the next one is jellyfish bloom, which is also very good. Both of them are actually okay. But this one I get 2 impact tokens. Let's go with this one first. So that's a level 4. Okay. So that's gonna be right here. So I get 2, 1, 2, 2 inspiration, and then 1 impact tokens. But moving the inspiration up, I get 1 impact token already. So I'm gonna move that down. Let's go this way, so I can move this up. It doesn't mean anything, but, and then I get 1 more for the discovery. So down, and I get 1. I'm already at maximum research point. That's fine. All right. Now we should, let's see. So tile-wise, everything's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is done. Oh, shit. So investigate the ocean. Scour every sector is a yes. Okay. Oh, and then this requires 6 dive. This requires 6 dive tokens, and this one is done. Whenever we're done like that, I think we should put a token on it, you know, so we know that it's not because I forgot to put anything over there. I only have 3 or 4, so let's just randomize that. 3. And I owe, whenever you owe a token, you owe a dive token. I think you just put like something like this to let, so we know that we owe a whole stack over there. But I don't think I even need to go over there. So the game is pretty much, this is the last round, so we don't even need that. But I'll just leave it there, just for the sake of the reference when you're looking at the game. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just need 2 more activation tokens to be dropped off here. Let's do journaling. So I'm going to go ahead and use the team leader to journal. We're going to journal over here. And we can get, looks like there's only one option. We can get this one, Reef Photography with Swarm camera systems. So I get one reputation and one promotion. So I'm going to promote the ROV operator here, so we get the token back, the disc back, and she's promoted, and we get 2 reputation for promoting her. 1, 2, and by doing that we also get 1 impact, so it goes down this way. I'll start it into the scoring section here, so because we already have research points. Okay, anyway. Done. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just one more. Okay, we need someone to pilot us. Ah, shit. We need someone to pilot us. Nobody can pilot? Okay, so instead of the team leader, actually, we would be using the marine biologist to do their journaling, because the marine biologist can also journal. Oh, no, we don't even have to worry about that, because I still have this. I don't have to cheat. We still have this one, so you can save one of these dive tokens, so we have the ability to move. So let me go ahead and move this over here. 1, 2. Okay. We can do that, or we can move down here actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should move down here, because that way we get stats. Oh no, but it doesn't count. Ooh, I almost fell for that trap. Okay, so we move over here, so we get 1 reputation. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a sonar. The hydrographer can sonar and dive. So we get 1 coordination, 1 research point. Already at max there. And this is what we need 1 more point here, because we're at 21. So we need 1 more point here to get coordination and ingenuity. But so we get that. And she can also dive. Looks like diving here we get 2, and then we select 1. Oh, pretty cool. Okay. We get 2 and we get select 1. Both of them actually pretty much do the same thing, so I'm going to select that one. So now I get to, I choose the stat bump. And you can choose any stat to bump up 1. So I'm going to choose this one. So 11, 11, so we got resourceful. And I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle this. So we can just place 3 over here. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here before we end the game. There are only 2 more specialists that can do stuff. One can journal or do reservation, and the other one, and we don't have any place we can journal. No, oh, right here actually. So let me see what else we can do here. So we can move a couple of times there by doing this one. So I think I might do that one, and it doesn't cost us anything. Oh no, it costs us 2. So let me just go ahead and do rising tide using the marine biologist here. All right. So rising tide of achievement. So we get to promote someone, and we get, there's 2 movement activation here that we can use. So, and that means, let me just check here, that icon means you can move, and then you can plus 1, meaning your vessel can go 1 zone further. So 1 higher. Okay. So if you can do 5, you can do 6 actually, but so 6 tiles. But anyway, not gonna matter. But we're gonna move around so we can just boost stats, because we have a lot of activation disc here. So I'm gonna take care of that one, and already paid for the science right for it. Oh, I forgot to pay here though, and that one is this one. Okay. And the deep sea videographer can dive in and do a reservation, but a preservation. So we're just gonna dive. So we're gonna dive. Where should we dive? We can dive here. Here. Let's dive here because we get 2. Looks like I can get research points, and then it was like 2, right? That last one was 2 research points. I can get research point, I can get an activation token. I think I'm gonna go with research points, so back at max. Okay, so now I'm just gonna move the ship twice using this. So, oh, and I also get to promote someone. Who do I want to promote? Who can I promote that can still do something on the map? I think let me see here. Let's promote the sonar operator. And now she can move or do a sonar. Okay. And I'm gonna move the 2 vessels twice. So first one, just so that we can get stats. What is this? Reputation. We can go over here and get reputation. So 1, 2, 3, get reputation. 1 more, please. And then activate it again. Oh, where can we get more reputation? Nowhere, unfortunately. Yeah, there's nothing much really that I can do at this point. I think we're pretty much just already at max. We'll just move it here. I'll get 1 more of this coordination, and then she can sonar or move. Well, we can move this back here. Yeah, let's have her move the vessel. So we get 1 more reputation, and we get 1 activation token, and we'll move it down here. Okay. Done. Game is over. Everyone is already everyone's exhausted. No more moves. Okay, let's do this quickly because I actually have to go. Let's go through all the goals, starting from the impact board. I was only able to get 6 points plus 4, 10 points here. None of my journals actually have points, so I ended up with 10 points. Pretty close. If I worked on it a little bit more, I would have been able to get this done because we only need 15, so we just need to push well. It's going to take a lot, but that's not too bad, 10 points. Okay. Investigate the ocean. So this is a fail. Investigate the ocean. I need to have at least one disc in 8 zones at depths 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a yes. We only need to get 8 total. And I barely made it. I got 8. So that's a yes. Scour every sector. we need to have 17 total zones on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's a yes. Find the fallen star. We did find it, I think, within 4 rounds, and the limit for us for 1 to 2 player is 5 rounds. So that's a yes. So we have 3 so far. Leftover research. You need to have at least 6 points, and we have max actually with the research points, so that's a yes. Coordination and ingenuity. I got 12 plus 11, so that's 23, and I just needed to get 22 points, so that's a yes. And fully completed zones, we only have 1. Could have been able to do that one too. Yeah, this is the hardest one, I think. It's possible, but it's very, very hard, especially depending on what the other stuff that you're doing. So in this game, out of 7, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 goals completed out of 7, so I won the game at the intermediate level. I was able to, last mission I was able to get 6 out of 7, I believe, right? Yeah. Which actually felt really good. But 5 out of 7 for this actually is also pretty good, because I really thought that this was a difficult mission because of what they wanted, especially with the total zone. I know there was a confusion about the fallen star, but we were able to get that resolved. It didn't really impact the game, even though I had that misunderstanding. So it didn't really impact anything at the end of the day. But yeah, what they wanted, with 8 activation disk that they wanted in Def 2, 3, and 4, plus the total reveal zones, plus finding the fallen star. Finding the fallen star, that was a rush. You have to rush to try and get to find that fallen star as quickly as possible. Once that's done, you're freed up actually to do everything else with your missions. And these 2 missions are always the easiest. I think scholarly is pretty easy, and resourcefulness. The combined stats one also pretty easy, because by the end of the game usually you can get everything to move all the way to the right. I think there was only 1 mission where I was like somewhere in the center. So yeah, that was really fun though. This is a really fun game. It was a little rough coming back to the game though, because it's been a while since I played the game. I think it's been a week. So but I think the one thing that I always keep forgetting is that I'm scared to forget is actually the bonus discovery points, to make sure that that's added before you move on to the next step. But yeah, this is a great game. Very, very fun to play. And since everything's randomized, it feels fresh. All the missions, they all like feel different so far, and we're like halfway in. I think there are a total of 10 missions included in this base game. I know there's supposed to be like an expansion coming out, but I got the retail version, so I know the expansion, like the Kickstarter version, has like an expansion that's being sent out to the backers. So yeah, you have 10 missions, and mission 9 and 10 are considered bonus missions. So yeah, we're halfway in to completing the game. But this game has a lot of replayability. I mean, because of the randomization, I just wish that there are more bonus goals and more setbacks. That's the only downside to this game, because we need more varieties when it comes to the bonus goals and setbacks. But yeah, had a great time. Great game. Till next time.